the next presentation and lecture. The speaker is the one who applied to this program review committee. Candidates were screened. So the lecturer here is actually Mr. Nghia, and he actually came over to Japan and studied in Keio University. In 2012, he graduated from Keio University, after which he went back to Vietnam. For 5 years, he worked for Japanese capital. So he learned from CTO the Ruby, and he used the Ruby for the system development in various ways. After he left that company, he founded his own company, and it is actually the Japanese society addressed business operations. He will actually introduce to us the Vietnamese circumstances of the Ruby-related educational program. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Lê Van Gian. I am from Vietnam. 12 years ago, I was studying as a student in Keio University. For the first time, I touched on Ruby. And then I learned the C to Java. When compared with Java, Ruby is different. Therefore, around that time, Ruby was not my favorite one. Around that time, I didn't like it so much. But after graduation, I started to work in Vietnam. And then I learned, experienced the development, and then instantaneously I came to love Ruby. As a Ruby engineer, so I wanted to become I wanted to join this conference. And then Matsumoto-san, I deeply appreciated him. I wanted to see him. So at long last, and I am here. So my dream has come true, and I am actually elected as a lecturer for today. I am so happy about it. So in Vietnam, I would like to discuss the Ruby-oriented educational system and how the Ruby is used and for the enhancement. I think you might feel a bit sleepy, but please pay a bit of attention to me. My Japanese is not so good, so maybe pronunciation is not always correct, but I would appreciate your kind understanding. So today's presentation focuses on these issues and subject. First of all, so I would like to introduce my own company, which is called BUNBU. The name is BUNBU, and the BUNBU comes from Bunbu Ryodo. So you are good at both the culture and also literacy and also the martial arts. In 2017, I founded it in Hanoi, in Vietnam, and web system, mobile application AI system are developed. It is a system development company. In the operation, sometimes we are commissioned and quasi-commissioned type of operation. In the case of quasi, so depending on the customer's skill level, we actually offer a certain working time for the engineers. In the case of a commission type, we actually identify the issues of the customers, and through the hearing and consulting, and also the requirement, the definition, and also design and the development, testing, and also operation start. They all covered. And we offer the comprehensive solution model. And we have gotten a good experience in RAISE. That is a strength of our resources. And also React Node.js and have been developed quite often. Why did I come to be involved in Rails? In 2012, I graduated from Keio University, after which I went back to Vietnam, and I joined Frangia, located in Hanoi, which was actually Japanese-related company. From the CTO of that company, Honma-san, I learned about Ruby. Honma-san is here today participating in the conference. After 5 years working in Frangia, I actually learned a lot about Ruby and Rails and advantages and strengths. Through the system development, there are various points of strength of Ruby and Rails. The first point, learning is very easy. Convention is easy to understand, and a short code is used for the complicated logic. That is the implementation. Among various programming languages, actually, the learning difficulty is low. The second point, the development speed is high. Ruby on Rails is used for the service and the product development at an amazing speed. Therefore, it is easy to development. For the startup companies, Rails is actually the most convenient one and the relevant one, I suppose. The third point, it has rich library. And because of such an rich gem system, various functions and also external applications can be called for, so that it can be easily implemented. The fourth point, a standard type of design is easy to understand. The Rails is actually implemented based on the standard design system of the web application. Because of that, the implementation is quite easy and the maintenance is straightforward other than business logic. Therefore, the complicated business logic can be actually implemented with focus and effort. 10 years ago, Ruby engineer was none in Vietnam. And in Frangia, we actually make effort for the Ruby engineer nurturing. But actually, Ruby engineer and nurturing is not done by Frangia. So we have been taking over that, and also we are making effort for the Ruby engineer nurturing and also resource development in BUNBU. Let me show you how BUNBU is actually implementing that scheme. In BUNBU, we invite the highly competent university students in Vietnam for the internship programs. Hanoi Institute of Technology, the National University of Hanoi, and Hanoi, the Telecommunication Institute of Technology, and the Military Engineering University all covered IT, very prestigious IT universities. From those prestigious universities, we invite the third grade and fourth grade students to come to the internship. In Vietnam, the mathematics study and also education is highly regarded and also quite strongly recommended in primary schools. Therefore, the students in Vietnam are very, very good in mathematics. In Vietnam university, the students have to very hard. Not only software, but also hardware has to be also studied. Mathematics, algorithm, development network, and telecommunications, and encryption, database, and those things are all covered in the first 2 years. But what is missing is actually the actual application technology and expertise in BUNBU. By utilizing the knowledge and the actual work and how to do the work is educated. Now, I would like to introduce to you the internship program which BUNBU offers. This is the internship of BUNBU, which has got 3 major phases. In the initial 2 months, the Ruby and Rails tutorial sessions are provided. So you self-learn that, and CTO organizes a seminar once a week, and then Rails and basic knowledge is actually educated. So other than Rails, and they have to learn HTML, CSS, Javas, and MySQL. After 2 months, test is done, and then if they pass, they go to the sample project phase. In phase 2, sample project is to be actually initiated, not as an individuals, but by team. It is actually conducted. So not only developers, but also QA are to be included. A sample project and details will be introduced to you later. BUNBU CTO does the source code review. He can teach the internship and students and how the business level of development quality should be like. Phase 3, the experienced and seniors are actually joining. Therefore, it is not a sample, but also the actual services used by the company are used, and also they learn from the experienced and engineers, and those experienced leaders and work and with end users, and the end users are internal people too as well. So the requirement setting and the design, development, operation are all covered. So it is actual work in business world. In this phase, and the students can learn from the experience and the leadership. they can compile their experiences. In phase 1, the basic knowledge, phase 2, sample project experience, so they can actually review what they have learned as knowledge. In phase 3, they can learn how to do the work in business world from those seniors with experience. These phase 3s are covered, and if they cover all of them successfully, they are employed by our company, BUNBU, and they will be assigned to various projects for other customers. Now, the next one is in phase 2. What sort of sample projects are to be developed in the phase 2? I would like to let you know what sort of a project they will be involved. Machine learning is included in this project. So sample project, and this one has got machine learning. I have prepared some video clip for demonstration. Yesterday, I was with Matsumoto-san, and this is a photo I took with Matsumoto-san. I would like to use it as an example. The image is here, and the image is actually classified into object. The internship cannot actually deal with AI. Therefore, AI engineers prepare that, and then AI scripts are actually incorporated. That is all that they have to do. So this is done. So it is a straightforward project. However, various technologies can be learned. For example, so Python script and also that classification and implementation and file uploading and others can be all learned by the students in the internship program. The next one is phase 3, and the Ruby-based development was done. And so I would like to introduce to you what sort of product was developed. Please look at it. The customer management, project management, and sales management control and invoice management are all covered in this in the function. And so this is operational system. It is used internally. This has got various assignments and tasks, and the end user communication is very important so that confirmation is correct. When the system is operated, run, the feedbacks will be given by the user, based on which they can actually experience of the enhancement and improvement of the system quality. There are two goals: Ruby internship and resource development, and also inside Ruby, the internal digital transformation can be promoted. Now, we are thinking about a recruitment system, skill sheet management, and also that the work hour confirmation sheet, and also internal learning system in our future plan. So we would like to promote that DX. So we are planning to disseminate the Ruby inside Vietnam. And first of all, through the coordination with the nationwide companies and universities, we would like to offer internship in many universities. There are many talented and high competence students. Unless they get good training, they cannot develop their talent. So in BUNBU, by focusing on Ruby, we would like to actually provide them with good environment of training so that we can actually develop their talent and also competence. The second one is a secondary primary school student-oriented programming development program. So in Vietnam, IT engineers are quite actually aspirated and a job profession. Many children would like to be IT engineers. So there are many children who would like to learn about the programming. Therefore, the Ruby is the most relevant and good because it is not too difficult. In 10 years' time, we would like to have coordination with the all nationwide Vietnamese universities so that we would like to develop 10,000 Ruby engineers. If you are interested in this project, please let me know. And finally, I do love Ruby. Really, I am in love with Ruby. In Vietnam, my mission is to disseminate Ruby. Please leave that assignment to me. I will do it very, very well. Thank you for your attention. Thank you. Nghia-san, thank you very much for your presentation. Thank you. Due to the time limitation, I'm afraid that we cannot entertain the question and answer session. But if you have any question, please come forward and meet Deva Gansan directly, and please ask questions. Please give a big round of applause and to express our thanks to Deva Gansan. Thank you.
Next, we are going to have Mr. Yohei Asukawa's presentation of US Lab Corporation. Could you please wait a minute until the stage is ready?